Greetings from Odate here in Akita Prefecture, and I've come here for one thing in particular. It's a really windy day. One thing in particular, and it's just outside the station. So I hitchhiked here yesterday from a place just outside of Akita City. I got here about 7 p.m. and I'm gonna go to this place right now. I've been here for about 30 minutes filming, and it's so cool. It's a really windy spring day. There's not a lot here in Odate to see, and this is one of the most famous things to see in this city. I'm gonna turn the camera around and take a look. First, there's almost nobody here, okay? I just want to point that out before I get closer. This is the Other Hachiko statue. There's one in Shibuya that's really, really famous. This is the second one, and they're both made about the same time. Again, this says Hachiko. So yeah, there are two of them. Hachiko station is in front of Odate station. This Hachiko statue. And what's different about this one? Well, the one in Shibuya, his ears are down, so it was later in Hachiko's life. This one is Hachiko when he was younger in life. Sorry about the wind, it's really, really windy out here. Woo! But I just thought this was so cool because I can't tell you how many times I've said to my friends, hey, let's meet in Shibuya. Where do you want to meet? Let's meet at Hachiko. Let's meet at Hachiko because it's so famous. It's that famous, and it's right in front of the world's most one of the world's busiest stations, and here there's another Hachiko statue and there's nobody here. To me, this is really crazy because I can tell you right now, today is Saturday, and in Shibuya I bet you there's 1,000 people in front of the Hachiko statue all waiting for somebody, and here there's not a soul, just me. To me, that's pretty cool. Place with information about this statue. So we know about the one in Shibuya. This one is the Shibuya one was completed in 1934. Yeah, that's where the stuffed Hachiko is. Yeah, you can still see Hachiko. He was stuffed and put in a museum in Ueno. All right, and then this one was completed in 1935 and given to the army in response to the medal collection in 1944. Yeah. A model of this statue in its young age having pointy ears. That's the difference. And the Shibuya one is a model of the statue in his last year. So you can see the differences here. This one, he's a lot more genki, a lot more alive. Behind it is a statue dedicated to the Akita Inu, which is the Akita breed of dog, and which is what Hachiko was, and it's famous for this area of Japan. This is Akita Prefecture, so this is the Akita dog, Akita Inu. And they have this statue behind the Hachiko statue in front of Odate Station. You can look back. There it is. Odate is really off the grid if you compare Shibuya versus Odate. Odate is completely off the grid. If you go back into the station, Odate station, I think there's about, I don't know, 15 trains a day. And here's Hachiko looking over the station. It's similar to Hachiko looking back at Shibuya station as well. So there's a lot of similarities between the two in that sense. And you can see JR, Odate. Beautiful sunny day, but just the wind is a lot. There are my bags. In about 10 minutes, I'm going to be walking over to the interchange to try to get a ride to Hirosaki. Yeah. Wow, it's cold. All right, I'm going to go into the station. Whew. All right. It says Odate Station. And here's the train schedule. What a contrast to Tokyo. You see? There's about, at 9 o'clock, there's no train at all. This is crazy. And at 7 o'clock, no train. And you can see there are very, very few trains coming to this station in Akita. When, sometimes there's not even any staff. You can see. It's just empty. And the train line here is very, very simple. There's Odate. Yeah. And there's not that many lines. If you compare it with Tokyo, it's a completely different world. Off the beaten track here. But Hachiko has left a big, is really important to this city. You can see Hachiko's in a lot of places. On posters, on posters here. And inside the waiting room, you can see there's Hachiko. Sort of I'm at JR Odate station now. Has the date on there. So cute, aren't they? Look at, I love the Akita Inu. In fact, this is Akita Prefecture, you see? And right here is where I am. This is Odate, and it's famous for Hachiko. And you can see a lot of other attractions in this place. I was here just a couple of days ago, and then I went here yesterday to Ogahanto. They have the Namahage. This is some scary, scary dudes. Those aren't masks. Well, I don't know what they are actually, but they're pretty creepy yesterday. Saw a lot of them. You can see that's the view outside the station. It seems like there's my bag, there are my bags here, and then there's the Hachiko statue. And there's not much activity out there, except for the construction happening behind there. Sometimes a few tourists will come. About 30 minutes ago, there was a group of tourists. They came, they took a picture, and they left. Not many hotels here either. The wind has really blown me blown me away here. But so far it's been a pretty good trip. I stayed at a hotel nearby, which was nice. The reason why I had to do that was I had to charge all of my batteries. I stayed in a tent the night before, and 2 nights ago I was in Hakuba at the people's house who picked me up. They let me stay in their house for a night, which is really great. And now I'm in Odate, and I'm going to the interchange. Let me just move out here. I'm going to the interchange to start to hitchhike. I have to get to Hirosaki. It's not that far. It's 11 a.m., about 11 a.m., and I have to go about, I guess it's like 80 kilometers. So I think I can get there before 5 p.m. That's my goal. And I want to take a look see what the cherry blossoms are like. And I'm going to stay in Hirosaki for a while before I move on to Hokkaido. My goal is to be in Hokkaido by the 27th. And Hakodate is actually the end of the trip. But I have an announcement to make. Because of the Kickstarter has been going so well, people have been asking me to do a stretch goal. I guess for me, a stretch goal means I gotta keep going, right? Do I wanna keep going? Not really. Not really. I don't really wanna keep going. But I'm afraid of Toby. I'm afraid that Toby might get angry. So I have to keep going for Toby. If you're watching yesterday's stream, you know who Toby is. He's a nice guy. We had some fun with him yesterday. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna maybe spend a couple of days in Hirosaki, look at the cherry blossoms, try to take it easy, and then go up to Hokkaido and then charge forward to Wakkanai. That means I gotta go through Sapporo, I go through Noboribetsu, which is an onsen town, I go through Asaikawa, and I go to Wakkanai. And if there's a place on the way that I stop in, great. But I'm not sure exactly what I want to find. I want to find at least one thing in Hokkaido that I haven't done before, seen before, or food that I haven't eaten before. That should be pretty easy to do. But I want something to happen that's out of the unexpected, something completely new. Or else, what's the point of this trip? I hitchhiked this thing 14 years ago, and I don't want to do the same thing, exactly the same thing I did before. I want to try something new. I did stop in Noboribetsu, which is the famous onsen town, but I didn't go into the bath. So that's one thing I definitely want to do. And there's some unique onsen up in the north near Wakkanai. And there's also islands. There's also islands off of Wakkanai, not Russia, because you can see Russia from Wakkanai. But there's some islands near there that I want to go to, but it just takes time. So if I go there, that's what I want to do. Awesome seafood. I ate 20 massive scallops or hotate for 500 yen last time, 14 years ago in Wakkanai. So I'm looking forward to going back there. The signs were in Russian too, so that was pretty cool. You know, the second language is not English there; it's Russian. Here's Odate Station. Yeah. Oh man, it's 11:30. I gotta go. Really not a lot of activity here in Odate, but I wanted to stop here and bring you to the Other Hachiko. If you're in Japan visiting, I've been getting some pictures from people sending me Hachiko photos. Well, hey, there you go. There's another Hachiko in town, and his name is Hachiko. And this guy, it's a younger Hachiko. I like how he's got a like a leash or an ornament around him. And there's the family back there of Akita Inu. And I stayed in a hotel just over there. It was 5,000 yen a night with a pretty good breakfast. I was impressed. The Royal Odate Hotel. All right, everybody, I'm gonna leave you with that. Me and Hachiko's rear. Not a lot of people here, but it's a pretty good experience. And if you come to Akita, you definitely should stop at Odate just to check out Hachiko. So, wherever you are in the world, have a great day. I'm gonna hit the road right now, start hitchhiking. I'm not gonna live broadcast it this time, but I am gonna live broadcast this Hachiko bus, which is coming in, which is pretty cool. Shibuya has a Hachiko bus as well, but this one is I guess, more authentic because this is Hachiko's birthplace. His people, well, his dogs. There you go, the Hachiko bus. Look at that. How cute is that? Never mind advertisements, go with the Hachiko bus. Like all the people are looking at me. Well, the one dude. This red pole here measures the level of snow. So they get a lot of snow here in the winter. All right. I'm out of here, folks. Thanks for tuning in to this very fast Hachiko episode here in Ōdate. I'm back on the road right now. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. A lot of people have subscribed to one and they didn't realize they were watching the Only in Japan Go channel. So subscribe to the Only in Japan Go channel. If you're interested in seeing high definition pictures, buy the DVD on Kickstarter. Only one more week for that. Gotta plug this stuff. And thank you so much for supporting me on Patreon. I'm gonna have to fix my hair. No one's gonna pick up Ultraman. And see ya on the road. Hey, see you on the road. Go the other way. There you go. Bye-bye, everyone.